Hi everyone, Schoolhouse Intuitive Tarot. I'm here to do a reading, a timeless reading for Libras. I am posting it in October though, October 15th to be exact. So we are going to get some general messages, Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, any placement of Libra, and really anyone's welcome. Let's see what we get. Messages for the greatest, highest good of Libra. Happy birthday, fellow Libras. All right, we have, these are the color casting goddess cards. Clean, fresh, new with lemon. Can almost smell the freshness, right? So this could be something new coming in. Just you could actually be revamping some kind of idea you might have. I'm getting a lot of people maybe, decluttering their space, making it nice and more inviting for yourself. Not really doing it for anyone else, really doing it for yourself. Oh, okay. Some of you, I'm getting a lot of like direct guardian angel. So we're born with one guardian angel, okay? And I'm getting that there's a lot of direction, or they're very close to you right now, actually. For some of you, this is an older family member, woman. You may not have even known them directly. Next, we have Sapphire. So September birthday coming in. This is knowledge, learning, and organization. So you're getting two cards now about your environment. All right. So maybe you really are sprucing some things up. Now, when I say environment, it can be external environment, but it can also be internal environment. I'm getting clairaudience or clairvoyance running in the family for some of you too. I'm actually seeing two generations, or like this was like a great grandparent maybe, and this is like a parent, or yeah, I am getting different generations here with these cards. But I feel as though some of you, if you haven't, maybe the advice from Spirit is to call upon your guardian angel directly to work with you. So we have many guides, but I guess we have one guardian angel assigned to us at birth. So this can be someone we've never met oftentimes too. So if you don't know who your guardian angel is really, and you want to work with them, you can ask that to have, for that to happen, but they don't really interfere or get, so much say interfere. They're not going to get involved because we have free will unless you ask. Okay, so we have to directly ask. That's what I've learned anyway, that we need to directly ask for the guidance and support of our guardian angels, because, they want us to still exercise free will. But if you really need help with something, especially that you've been dealing with for a long time, you're being asked to ask directly for that support. And you also, there's something here about an invitation. I'm getting that. There's something that may be held at night too. Hearing that some of you are wrapping something up. It's like a last leg of the race, like another step or two, and you're there. There's a lot of mental energy coming through too, although Libra energy, not surprised. Let's see, you have sky, faith, flight, limitlessness. Okay, so again, it's sort of like with spirit, with divine intervention here, with your own faith, combined with your free will and the choices you make and the work you're doing, on yourself, for yourself, or really even for others. There is no limitation here. Okay. I just saw 333, and then I looked at the timer again. I saw 345. So I feel like you're moving forward with some type of blessing. You are going to have some kind of blessing coming in. But I obviously I want to know more. I mean, I can just say, oh, you'll have a blessing coming in. But like, what else do we need to know? Let's see what else. So far we have blues. So really, this is an indigo color. So it's your third eye chakra. I've got your your solar plexus here. That's that free will coming in. Then you have the third eye. So it's like, intuitive powers coming in. And I also have something about truth setting and truth here. Some of you getting the truth about something. The truth about something could actually be what sets this next thing into motion, leading to blessings. Okay, so there could be some sort of a powerful truth coming in, very truthful moment. Maybe it's a conversation you're having with someone. We're also getting throat chakra here, so that's what makes me think of communication. Okay, we also, plum. Look at this. So you're getting a lot of cards to me that symbolize the higher chakras. So we have, you've got your crown chakra with this card. And it's kind of like, it's also this magenta color, which makes me think of even a higher chakra than that. We do have other chakras, by the way. So this could even be like soul star type chakras, but we have more than just the ones that you hear about, the main 7. We have more than that. But choices, decisions, and options. So some of you need to know that you do have, oh, I'm specifically getting someone, it's like a mother energy saying you have way more choices than I did. So I'm also getting fluorite here. I'm getting a connection to the name Bob. All right, Bob. Interesting. All right. And then I know Bob's a common name, but I don't think I've ever said that on my channel. So it might be common, but in the 18 months or 10, 20 months I've had this channel, I don't think I've ever had Bob come in. Actually, 22 months, I believe. Wow, cool. I like the number 22. Maybe you do too. All right. So I'm hearing someone go, oh, but first, it's almost like, in the Pink Floyd, one of the lyrics in one of their songs is you hear them say, it's like another brick in the wall is the song, or well, it's also the album, but anyway, can't remember if it's 1 or 2 or what it is, but it's like, you can't have any pudding if you don't eat your meat. In other words, you have to, sometimes we have to go through it to get what's sweet, right? So there's just something here about you having that wisdom, that kind of higher understanding and knowledge. Whoa, whoa, whoa. You have emerald here. Emerald. Oh, and actually on the floor or on the table was cerulean. So there's another green, a blue. So again, those kind of higher chakras here. And I just heard something being done in accordance with the law or in court, and it doesn't have to be legal, although it could be. I'm just getting so much mom energy. If you're having a birthday and you have a mom who's in spirit, ooh, she's so with you. This is incredible because I can't, they're not like, it's like I have to, I'm getting messages right now from my guides. Like, you have to make a point of letting them know I'm here. I'm here. Okay. Okay. So you definitely have a lot of angelic support right now at this time. And some of this you're even getting in your dreams here with this relaxation, sleep, and surrender. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Right. And I'm hearing something about the nightmares have to stopping those nightmares. You have Cancerian energy here too with this emerald card. This is about your fortune, luck, luxury. Now, remember, this was a card. Well, one of these kind of, I was just going to do 5, and then we have these 2 came out as a pair. So there is something to do here about kind of surrendering to the Wheel of Fortune kind of energy. And before this reading, I did get Wheel of Fortune in this cat oracle deck I'm using. It's like major arcana, but it's all cats. And I did have Wheel of Fortune come out in the pre-shuffle. It just like fell out of the deck. So let's see. All right, let's get into it and see what else we have here. I'd like to get some angel cards here, angel messages. So we have Healing Angel cards by Tony Salerno. Yeah, Tony Carmine Salerno. So you have, let's see here, Libra. Archangel Metatron, very powerful archangel here coming through for you, Libra. It says, I'm your link between heaven and earth, between humanity and divinity. I'm here to help you heal the conflict between your heart and your mind. So feel me in the stream of your thoughts and feelings. In unity, there's love. Bottom of the deck, you have Archangel Uriel. And this is about a transformation occurring in your life right now, in the world even too. So this is about sort of, heaven and earth. Some of you may be seeing blue jays as another point here to make. You may be seeing blue jays, but there's something here about the unity involved here, either between you and another. It could be generations or your guides or other healers, but it's also between heaven and earth, the stars, all that. So it's like spirit and matter are working together as one for you, Libra. So your heart and mind can be more balanced and you can be like living in harmony. And there's just a lot too about like cleaning up your environment, whether it be negative thought patterns or things that just aren't helping you, or the environment itself. I get a lot of like sprucing up. I was getting a lot of like dust in the air, and I don't know if like something has just been stirred up and now that's coming through for you, or you're kind of living in that energy right now or what. We have allow yourself to have fun, but whatever you're doing, you need to make sure you're playing. All right. 39. I have the name Edmund or Edmond, something along those lines, and Felix. And they're giving me the month of November. That could be an anniversary or something, or maybe it's even your birthday if you're not a Libra sign. And you have manifest. You are magic here, card 1. Some of you are self-starters. And then I have one more for you here. You have guidance. Okay, so this is card 9. This is about taking time to look within. And that certainly is indicated here with these colors of the color casting cards that we use, because it's sort of like your higher chakras. Oh, and look, in the bottom of the deck here, you actually have the Magician, and you just had the Magician. So there's a lot of manifestation coming on. Now, they want me to tell you that there's no one way to do things when you're manifesting. Be open to a lot of different possibilities, and also in a lot of ways for your blessings to come through. But you are going to want to make room for this blessing. For this, there's a truth. So there's something about the truth and how that's going to work in your favor. I'm even getting November 5th for some of you. Okay, some of you may have a cousin watching over you as well in spirit form. Okay, the Magician here with this, but it's playing. It's having fun as you're manifesting. It's not. It's some of you are working too hard right now. There's also this energy that while they're working really well together, and I do see this sort of harmony happening for you and starting to develop, I'm also seeing this contrast where maybe you could consider this, even if you don't want to look at it as timeless, it's like a mid-October reading. So but there's like how October starts and how it finishes are not the same. There's actually some really bright spots that if they haven't happened yet, there is something bright and happy on the way. There's something to be happy about here. There is something to be happy about in October. It's going to vary obviously in a general reading, but this should be something that it's going to come from. Okay, it has to do with your overall goal here. I'm getting star card energy off of this card right here, but it's a 9 too, so I'm getting that. I'm reading this as Virgo energy. 9 being Hermit in the major arcana, but it's about you getting that higher guidance from yourself in order to bring something into reality. Okay, so it's really about like a happy manifesting kind of thing, happy manifesting, because they're telling me there's something to sing about. This is something to sing about. Maybe, I'm picking up on a lot of birthday energy possibly, right? So maybe, I'm getting the happy birthday song, but I'm actually not getting that song itself. So there's something here about not blending into the crowd because that's not your way. But then there is this like fine line where you kind of do have to sometimes blend in. I'm getting 13 as being someone's lucky number. So 13 could be a lucky number for some of you. I'm going to use the Tarot Collectibles deck here. This is the Star Edition Rider-Waite-Smith. Remember, this was the one where if you frequently watch me, it had Smokey the Bear, who I made a comment about is hot. Totally a pun. Yep. All right. Let's see here. You have, okay. So 8 of Pentacles. So what are you working hard towards? Some of you, again, I feel as though you're working too hard. All right. So there's perfecting here. You're perfecting some skills as you manifest. You do, again, that's with the support of Archangel Metatron. This is about kind of like being in that work mode. But for some of you, the work is having to do with your spirituality. You have the 4 of Wands. Beautiful. Let's make it sparkly, starry. There we go. There's that shimmer. I can get the light to hit it just right. Okay. Okay. I got it. All right. So the 4 of Wands, the 1111 card here, right? That's divine guidance, divine timing, divine intervention. Again, this is falling right where I had talked about, and I'm feeling the energy still of you needing to unite with your guides or your actual guardian angel. Saying your prayers too. So maybe, I'm not trying to be religious here, but if that's part of your spirituality, it's something about you calling it out. Okay. You yourself may be calling somebody out on something Two, yeah, Five of Pentacles, right? So I get, for some of you, someone who may appear as supportive. I get like you're actually like you're breaking a chain here. That sort of keeps you maybe feeling trapped or stuck, and is seeing a way. I'm hearing you're seeing a way out of this. Let's get a Soul Helper Oracle card for you. Let's see. And remember, if you enjoy this reading and you want to know about your sun, moon, rising, or other placements, if it's not Libra, there is my second channel, Schoolhouse Intuitive Messages. And I started that for you. So you could check out your other signs. I'll be uploading content there more and more, but I am still focused on this channel as well. So it's Schoolhouse Intuitive Messages, links in the description box. Soul Helper Oracle message for you is re-energize in the natural world, card 1. So there's a fresh start. There's absolutely a fresh start. If you could see the table, right? This is the thing with these, the readings like this, you can't really see all the cards from overhead. And actually, I've been wanting to ask you if you prefer where you can see all of the cards like I used to do overhead, or if this is good for you. Because if you could see overhead right now, you would be seeing that. And I don't have the ability to get a second camera like some of the larger channels, but you would be able to see that there's a lot of yellow, bright, sunny energy here, that lemony fresh, right? And then there's this kind of this contrast. I get that you're moving out this sort of lower dark energy. Not that it was, bad, evil, wrong, or whatever, but it's just that it's not truly matching you. And so I really get that you're very much focused on your own self and your ambitions at this time, and how you want your life to be. And birthdays are a great time for analyzing that, reassessing, as we prepare for another trip around the sun, if we're fortunate enough to have that, right? So this is you letting your inner hunter or huntress take a rest, getting out in nature. But you'll notice this person is carrying arrows, and they also have their bow, but the bow isn't raised, it's down. So it's kind of like enjoying sort of not just the end goal, the target, but the way you get somewhere is important to you too, it seems. I'm kind of picking up on, like, you don't want to just like make a lot of money. You have to feel good about it. And you don't just want to, move for the sake of moving. You want to move into a better situation. So I'm getting that, like, the intention and your motivation is kind of really maybe what you're focused on. And maybe some of you have done a lot of work and you've advanced as far as how to bring in your manifestations. Oh, I guess you can see the yellow here. You can see that there's a lot of yellow here, brightness here. Now, when we didn't talk yet about the reason I mentioned the Five of Pentacles is that's the kind of the energy that you're leaving behind here. Is that's sort of like what's in the lower section here for me as a reader here, and I kind of do my own spreads. I don't really. I mean, I know how to do other spreads, but I do my own. And the way this is being read right now is like you're so busy working on making your dreams come true and having this coalition. It's in like you're co-creating with spirit. You're working with your guides, and so though that support. This I read this as the Five of Pentacles. That support you thought you needed. Actually, you don't. You have this inner world and this higher consciousness that is very much involved. And a lot of you actually, because you connect with nature so easily and so purely, and maybe you have since childhood. I'm also getting October 13th. If that's your birthday, happy birthday. But I'm also, it's again a number 1. So you keep getting ones in this reading throughout the different decks. You have 1 with the Magician on this card. You have 1 with re-energize your inner world using nature, right? And then you have 1, you are magic here with this manifest card. So you have triple 1s, and the 1s are about that leadership, that new beginning. What you wants you is another message that's coming through loud and clear. Okay. And you'll notice that it's funny because I'm going to buy, there's a tapestry I want to get, and it actually looks kind of like this without the person there. So there is something here about this portal opening, it's this wisdom. I don't know what you're doing, but you're doing something very powerful here. So there is just this new world opening up for you. There's this whole new world. Now, remember, we do have that super moon. I am going to be doing a moon reading for that. I'll be doing a reading for that. So we'll want to maybe check that out too. There could be more messages for you there. Especially if Libra is your moon sign. But let's see. So now with this category of So I get that you're working hard and you're getting things in order. You're realizing you can stand on your own 2 feet. If not, this is the message Spirit's telling you, you can stand on your own 2 feet. And actually, I forgot to mention, not only do you have 111, but you have the 1111 card. So you have 111 and 1111. So this is really, you're getting, you're really, things are getting in order. Okay. You're getting things in order, or Spirit's getting things in order. You have the Queen of Cups here. Yeah. So, and actually the Queen of Cups here is expecting. Okay. You see her belly there, or she's had too many cupcakes. I don't know. I'm not here to judge, but like, maybe she's menopausal, perimenopausal too. That can happen. So, but anyway, no, I believe she's here. She's pregnant. And the whole point is that she is so creative right now, and she's able to really, she's not the Queen of Cups, like all the queens, really, they're very pretty. They're really, the reason they have this throne is to sort of, in my opinion, is to sort of indicate that they're solid. They're solid in what they're doing. They know themselves. They actually really represent, kind of what the suit is about, to some degree. And so, the kings and the queens, and they have different meanings. Well, I won't get into that exactly, but they represent sort of the overall feeling, the internal, messages here when it comes to this suit of cups, which has to do with your feelings and intuition, and your creativity is what's really blossoming here. And like beneath her feet are these really colorful stones. I'm looking at them right now as sort of stepping stones, and they're all possibilities. So you have all these possibilities coming in. I'm actually seeing the mermaids on top of her throne right now. It looks as though they have grapes, even for their scales, even though they're not. But I read intuitively as well as traditional meaning, mostly probably intuitively. But there is something here about, this. When I'm seeing the grapes, it's making me think about how difficult grapes are, and um, how they need a particular environment, and different grapes are used for different things and required special environments, and some are dried on straw mats for a certain type of wine. There's just so many things about like grapes and wine and all that I don't really know about, but I know enough to know that it's very difficult. And so this is about, things that have, seemed almost impossible or out of reach. You're bringing them down, and they are within reach now. So something that you thought wasn't able to happen, I'm getting a strong message for you now that this really is able. You are able to do this, and not only do this, but really thrive in doing it. Um, they're bringing me back to, if some of you have had, babies to term, they're bringing me back to, how you may have been so scared in the beginning of a pregnancy. So maybe for some of you, you really were like, how can I possibly do this? And then you did it. Like that was probably one of the most challenging things you've ever done, and one of the coolest things. Look at the stars here, and one of the coolest things you've ever done, right? One of the bigger achievements here for some of you, and this will only speak to some of you. But again, I'm getting that sort of mother energy, and it's like all it takes to be a mother. It takes so much, right? And not just even to, be a mother, but to like even birth a child. So they're bringing me to that. They want you to just kind of be reminded of how you thought you wouldn't be a good mother, and you actually are. So like imagine that, you actually really, for some of you, you broke a cycle maybe. Um, and you're this wonderful, you're a wonderful parent perhaps for some of you. Or, there's something here also too, if it's not that, there could just be something about, you hold all of this, all these possibilities here. I've never seen a Queen of Cups remind me so much of an Empress. And that is one of our cards in the major arcana, because we're ruled by Venus, as is Taurus. But it's sort of like it's like because you've gone, full force into something, and you knew there was no turning back. Like, you know, um, it's like the only way to get that baby out of there is to birth it. So they're giving me that message too. And I don't even, honestly, I don't like talking about pregnancy. So I'm like, ugh, I've always been like that my whole life. I'm like, no, maybe because my mom got pregnant when I was in high school, but like, I just don't, oh man, it terrifies me. But there is something here about like you knowing that, there's only one way to get that baby out, right? You have to go through it. So there's only one way to get your a plan or a goal of yours to really come to full term, to completion, is you putting everything you have into it, believing in the impossible and believing in miracles, right? Life's a miracle here. And really pushing through. So they're giving me so many metaphors and and similes and things, but it's like pushing out and putting out something that's taking all you have, basically. And while it may take all you have, but it's like, remember, women can do incredible things, men can do incredible things, we can do incredible things, right? We're extremely resilient. So there is something here, like they're totally telling me, you are so limitless. Hang in there, Libra. Hang in there, friend. All right, viewer. So you're so connected to the divine. You're so connected to this creative flow of the world, the universe, and to not limit yourself. Don't just focus on the steps in front of you. At the same time, don't just focus on the end goal. They want you to sort of breathe in and accept it all, and sort of just, oh man, they're telling me I could basically do the reading with just these two cards, with the Four of Wands and the Queen of Cups. I'm getting a lot of spiritual chills right now. So for some of you, and again, you even had this Sky card. I'm getting a ton of crown activation. So some of you are like, whoo, you are realizing your intuitive gifts, perhaps. You're realizing that maybe something that you really, really, a dream of yours, maybe some of you never thought you could become pregnant or that you'd ever be a grandmother or something either. And it's happening. It's like there's nothing right now is out of reach for you. There's quite a lot of, if you can hear it, there's a lot of passion right now in my voice. I can hardly take a breath because I just need to keep getting this message out. Like, they want you to know that your possibilities are absolutely tremendous, and you yourself are limitless. You need to be in that energy if you're not already. Okay. And for some of you who don't want to hear it, or you're not ready to hear it, you're not in that energy right now to hear it, that's, it is what it is. But the message I'm getting right now is there's some there's you're going to laugh, because I don't think you're going to believe how good this is for some of you. It's going to be that good. Now, I can't, in a general reading, I can't say, oh, it's for everybody every time, but you're all here for a reason, and there's a message here for you somewhere. I believe that. So it's just so good for some of it. I mean, it's just like they're bringing me back to adolescence for some reason. There's something here about, oh, you may be getting back in touch with someone from adolescence, or like a long lost friend or even cousin or something. Not long lost, but like somebody you may have lost touch with. Make the call, answer the call is what I'm getting. All right. But you yourself always make your own decisions. You have free will, final say. Your intuition knows best. You know your story best. But whatever this hurdle was here, this Queen of Cups, very oh man, like Empress like energy is coming in such a strong way and saying, Libra, you're limitless. Or fellow Libra, sun, moon, rising, whatever you are, okay, person listening, watching this, you are limitless. You're not, nothing. If you can't find a way through something, go around it, go under, like find a way somehow. And the other thing they say about anxiety, and what I learned myself, is you can't go around it. You can't go under it. You have to go straight through it. So whatever you're afraid of, it's like you have to just go through it. And that's like kind of why I think they were giving me a comparison that I myself do not like, but it's pregnancy. I'm like, ugh, gross. I've always been like 12 years old when it comes to that. I get so freaked out. So I don't know, I'm meant to be a mom of the cats and dogs, I guess, because, say what you will, but, I was here to work with kids, but not necessarily sit there and I can't, and it's too late. I'm too far into this reading now to delete it. So you're going to see and hear this no matter what. And this is my personality too. So either you take it or leave it. Right. And I get that some of you are in fact taking or leaving it. And, yeah. Okay. So there's a little bit of resistance here for some of you about, if someone's now we're taking we're going to go serious left here, taking a hard left. Okay. All right, put your seatbelts on. So it looks like there is somebody or something in your environment. You're definitely, I already said definitely, sorry. It's a decision you need to make. Okay, it is a decision, and it's not an easy decision. This isn't something where it's like fun and games. This just took a hard left here. it's a very serious matter. So as much as I'm joking and whatever, I know some of you are in a situation right now that you've been trying to get out of, and something where you are trying to free yourself. And when we have this first column here of this clean, fresh, new organization here, this is a learning card too. Okay, the pages, are the the novices here of the deck, and they're bottom of the deck. Speaking of the deck, Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so you have that Ace of Pentacles here on the horizon. You do have this wonderful opportunity coming in that you yourself have gifted yourself. I mean, this is something you're going to give yourself. And by the way, they're telling me it could get messy. Some things it could get messy, and that can mean so many different things. Like it could be, the path from here to there isn't necessarily going to be that squeaky clean, that lemony fresh, right? But they're letting me know that there is a best option for you, even if you're not seeing it yet. Some of you, there's this like hanged man energy where you're needing to get that enlightenment. So you're kind of at this standstill, this pause or whatever, because that's where you need to be right now. That's what they're telling me. They want me to get a card from the top of this. Okay. So what are we getting with this? Well, these are sticky. First time using them on the channel, I think. Forever treasured. Okay. Well, let me set this down and look at it. So friendship, family, and love are precious gifts. Keep sight of what's most important to you. Oh, okay. And they're telling me right now about sort of like the forbidden fruit or something, like maybe something you want to do has been considered taboo, or maybe you are wanting to get sort of into, maybe you're wanting to change your spiritual beliefs, or you have, or like your family would be like, what, you watch tarot? Like maybe that's kind of one kind of energy you're escaping, there's something about your art too, being a treasure and a gift. Let's see. Sometimes I need to just tune in for a moment. So there's just going to be a brief pause here. Yeah, some of you, you've been handed something you don't want, which is that's I think what's really interesting, is something that someone could be telling you that something is to your advantage or for your good when it's not. And so that's the thing, is like seeing through that. And for some of you, you need to, they're telling me to like, oh no, actually, let's get this. We're going to get this card here. Oh, okay. The Lovers. Yeah. That's Gemini energy there. So some of you, this has to do with music. You'll see the record here. Yeah. It's, the shirt underneath starts to say peace, love. And I'm getting, for some of you, it's not all the relationships are harmonious right now at this time. And that could be why it is pretty serious. I'm kind of getting something that may have seemed like a good idea involving your business, your career, or a partnership. You're learning that it's not maybe some of you went into business or with family or a loved one, but there's something about like, keep sight of what's most important and separate things out that don't go together. All right. If something's not in this card for me is always, yes, it can be lovers, romantic, whatever, but I feel it really has to do more with alignment. Yeah, because it has to be, something may seem, I was immediately feeling in a change in the energy here. Okay, when I saw this Page of Swords, like I said, I got like an hard left. I heard screeching tires and everything. Like you thought you were going one way and now it's a change of plan. Oh gosh, I'm getting a chill again. So for some of you, this is like really, this is hard. I'm not going to pretend that it's not, I'm not one of those tarot channels that it's all rainbows and butterflies and, oh, so-and-so's coming back and blah, blah, blah. That's not how I roll, honey. Okay. That's not how I roll. I don't know why I just called all of you honey. But it is what it is. That's what happens sometimes in the reading. I'll come through as maybe someone used to call you honey, or that's how they'd say it. But anyway, the Magician and the Lovers together, don't waste your time worrying about this too much. Okay. Some of you you've already put so much energy into it. It's going to be what it's going to be. See how this person's hands are like, yeah, it's like, it is what it is. It is what it is. For some of you, this could be a completely separate message, even in that first column. Oh, I know I said this how I roll, honey. It says rock and roll on this card. I think they're giving me this sort of energy of this card too. That maybe you say that's not how I roll, or somebody said that, or you just hear that. I don't know, or you're saying that to somebody like, yeah, that's not how I roll. Like I'm not down for whatever it is you're trying to serve me. How many times do I have to tell you I don't like fish or whatever it is you don't like? Like, how many times I've tell you, stop serving me more of the same stuff? Maybe you yourself are saying to the universe right now, I don't want to learn this lesson anymore. Speak it out, say it. If you don't want to learn a lesson anymore, show the universe you've learned it, and then we're not going to keep getting more of the same. Or maybe you're doing some things that have changed, but then you're slipping back into the same kind of people you're hanging out with, or patterns you're doing. This is now, please, I'm just the messenger, right? This is what I'm being given. Let me get a card from the top of this deck. You're experiencing a spiritual blossom, card 31. All right. Okay, so take a new direction. Yeah, be open to new experiences here. This is your turn. There's something here where it's your turn, and it has to do with your fortune, luck, and luxury, which is the very next turn card. Yeah, this is letting me know. Yeah, this is, you see the four leaf clover here. There's something changing. There's we've got the grasshopper here. That's all really good luck. This is taking only Cancerian energy here. That time period could be relevant to you, or maybe you yourself have that in your chart, or you're dealing with Cancer. But there's something here. They're saying you're going to be living lavishly in the lap of luxury for some of you, and it's things you've only dreamed of, and some of it's even better than what you dreamed of. But some of you need support, you need guidance. So for some of you, I'm getting you something you thought you needed as a support, you don't, and that's not it. That's almost like kind of a harmless kind of situation, but you're like really, you are set on it, you're determined. You have the person here with their going out into this new portal, this new world, new vibration, energy. Maybe you're even changing your looks and things like that. And then I got this really, and that's a celebration coming in and all that. And you have Archangel Metatron, extremely powerful energy here. You've learned to work with your guides. You're like a master manifester at this point. And then we took that hard left, remember? And I got something here about, like, even if somebody's family doesn't mean that you have to be involved in their day-to-day life. There's something there about that, like something that may have been given to you isn't what you actually wanted. So I'm getting like, don't keep serving me fish. How many times do I have to tell you I don't like it? And it's like you're really like making it more clear with somebody or something, or that's like the suggestion here is really, if you want those limitless opportunities and you want all of that working to your advantage here, there's something about like you need to get in alignment, and that's what they're telling me. Like, get into alignment here and do it now, because there's this wave of energy that we need to actually grab onto before it gets before we decide to stay in something longer. All right, so that's just for some of you obviously as well. Okay, so but there's something about not just playing around with something anymore. I'm getting that some of you are just like, no, you know what, get out of my car. Like you're giving somebody a ride and they're making inappropriate jokes or something, and you're like, you know what, just, you can walk. Okay, get out of the car. Go. You can walk. Go on, honey. Like I said before, I don't even know what I said, but again, that's the channeling. I love it, and it makes me laugh. But it's like there's something here about something being kind of bittersweet. It's like you thought you were helping somebody out, or you thought you were doing this right thing, maybe taking this one opportunity. It seemed really good, and you thought you'd manifested this, and then it turns out, it's almost like, I don't know if it's a false alarm or if it's like you did something that you were almost like coaxed into. I don't want to say tricked, but I feel as though maybe some of you ignored your intuition. That's kind of the bottom line, is I feel some of you may have ignored your intuition on something. Please forgive yourself, get back in that driver's seat, and make sure you're ready for some spiritual blossoming. Honestly, this is the transition card for this, going over to this next column here that we have. And it's really, it's about, they're bringing me back to the, oh, you're pregnant with possibilities, and like I said, what's interesting is they know I don't even like the word pregnant. So they're telling me there's something here that is not, it's almost like you don't want to have to deal with something, but in order to get what you really want, you have to deal with this person, place, thing, whatever. It's like something needs to be like cleared out in order to have that new spring space, or the paint the walls nice and fresh or whatever. It's like you have to do that. Ugh, you got to remove the cobwebs. You got to get out the broom and sweep the corners. And maybe I'm picking up on some of you literally doing that. And that's kind of an indication, hey, this message might be for you. Click, click. But for others of you, it's just about clear out that energy, clear it out, get rid of it, go, because you have to take, it's like if we want something different, we can't keep sitting down and eating the same thing, right? We have to order something different from the menu now. And maybe we thought we were manifesting what we wanted, but like we have to, our actions and our words have to match. And I feel as though you know that, a lot of you know that already, but other people that you're allowing in your life and things, it's like, it's almost like you're having to teach them that. Okay, I'm kind of getting that message, like you're having to teach them, no, you know what, I don't have to do this anymore. I don't have to do this, and you're getting out. And I wish you the best, and I know how difficult that can be. All right, I get, for some of you, that you're serving somebody a cold roast. All right, like, here, have that, enjoy, and then you're out of there. Okay, so that's, I'm getting that message for some of you too. Okay, so let's see what else. Whew, wow, wow, wow. It's almost, if you look at this cat and the magician here, and then the limitless symbol of infinity symbol above their head, and the fact that you have limitless on this sky card too, and it has to do with your faith and your flight, it's because you are taking off. Some of you are literally taking off, right? And maybe that's why I'm hearing like I'm getting like a true on leaving, or leaving somebody right there. Like, I'm going to leave you where you stand because I'm done. Or you're leaving that job. You're getting out of something that is not serving you. You're tired of having the same thing, And I don't know. I just keep going on and on. I know it. That's what I'm doing. But that's because there are more messages to come out. So I can't just drop it. That's not how my readings work. So, I've heard complaints, that's why I'm saying it. I've heard people say, oh, you go on and on. Well, yeah, and if you don't like it, don't click on the tarot video that's an hour long. Of course I'm going to go on and on. It's an hour long. Anyway, I love what I do for those who love it. Anyway, so, but there's something here about this cat that's been kind of eyeing me the whole time. It's sort of like, I knew all along, and now you're going to pounce on something and you're going to surprise people around you. Or you may even surprise yourself because you've had this limitless, it's almost like you've known for a long time that something wasn't in alignment, and you're kind of almost like you're working silently at an exit strategy of something from something. Okay. Oh, Libra, I'm psyched. I'm so psyched for you. Okay. Let's see what else. Let's see, Libra. We all make our own choices. Okay. And they're telling me this too, as we're wrapping up that sort of, plum, energy card. Okay, Queen of Swords. Like I said, we all make our own choices, folks. Queen of Swords. All right. It's kind of like, if we want to be helped, we also need to be helping ourselves. Like I said, that kind of thing just now, like, hey, if you don't want somebody who goes on and on, don't click on the 1 hour reading, right? Hello, got to help yourself here too. Take some responsibility. I'm not trying to be, mean or come down on you or anything. Never. I would never do that. I realize, we're all doing things like nobody else has any idea what we're going through, right? And I commend you for being here. The fact that you're even here listening to this and being open to guidance in this, because my messages are generally pretty like, trying to be kind of motivating in some way. If that's why you're here, though, you're open to it. And I feel as though some of you have decided that this is where you need to go with something. You've already decided that you wield that sword. You, in fact, are the one. A lot of air sign energy here, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. But it's like, for a fact that you're responsible. See the butterfly? You alone are responsible for this transformation. Yes, there's the judgment kind of what is it, Archangel? Is it Gabriel who's watching over on the judgment card? But it's like you've received the message. There's the judgment card embedded into this Queen of Swords, at least for me anyway, watching it through the camera backwards right now. And I'm getting this like sort of like a Wonder Woman energy, or, Superman energy. I'm getting that too, where it's sort of like, I'm almost getting like, sometimes people don't understand why you don't get back to them. And it's because you're busy doing bigger stuff. Like, hey, I'm doing grown up stuff here. I'm doing big things, big time stuff, like, sorry, I didn't get back to your, I didn't laugh at your Instagram thing you forwarded me, but I'm doing big time stuff here, big time. I don't know. They're just using some humor here too, but there is something here about, you. Oh, what is skunk. Okay. They're giving me skunk right now too. Pepe Le Pew. But they're telling me this has to do with making your mark and you keeping focused on your goal, like hitting your target. Like a skunk really misses, and by the time a skunk sprays its target and is really in motion towards its target, basically attacking with the stinkiness, right? The thing, animal, whatever, they're going to get sprayed. So it's kind of like, again, I get that for some of you, you're doing something right now that somebody else, they're not going to see it coming. And but unfortunately, you have to be like that, because this is maybe somebody, a situation or something that you can't actually talk to them. Some of you could be dealing with someone who will not, and does not even try to see someone else's perspective. And I'm sorry for you if you're in that situation. I really am. That is not a good place to be in. But you are a lot more powerful and in control than you realize, okay, for a lot of you. And I get that it's not always easy to just up and leave a job or leave a situation or whatever. You can't just hurry up and do that. But you can be making plans in the meantime, right? You can be doing things in the background. All right. There's shoe shopping. Some of you like to go to like thrift stores or shop for old shoes. There's that coming in too. But there's something here about, I'm getting that almost that scene from Pretty Woman where like someone says that if you have to ask how much it is, you can't afford it. Why am I getting that? Where is that from? They're doing this card now. They're saying, get this, unfoldment. Okay, lotus flower. Okay. It's like that. You almost, as though you yourself appreciate things more because of the mud. You're the lotus, because of the mud you've had to go through. It's like you yourself, you appreciate it more than others, and don't expect other people to understand your story necessarily here, friend, because they're not going to. They're just not going to get it. Some people are not going to get it. Some people might think, oh, why'd you leave that good paying job? They don't get it. And it's not up to you to teach them necessarily about why you are making decisions about your life. People need to focus on their own plate, right? Eyes on your own plate, right? That's one thing that, so eyes on your own plate. Don't worry about what's happening over here. You focus on you, I'll focus on me, right? Because you have this incredible spiritual blossoming happening. Spiritual blossoming that you yourself are manifesting. You're taking a new direction. You're open to the new experiences, and you've made the right choice, or you're about to. I'm getting, here comes the sun. Do 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 do. Yeah. So wait a minute here. Um some of you, I know this isn't a choice you wanted to have to make. It's sort of like you left me no choice but to make this choice, is what I'm hearing for some of you. All right. Woo! Lots of energy here. I don't know what happened. I came in, I wasn't even like feeling very energetic today. And then I got to this reading and I was like, wow, there's so much passion here right now. Some of you are ready. You've had that, fire lit or something. And I don't know, but woo, I'm wishing you well, because I know you've got this. You totally have this. Things have become very clear for you. Very clear. And because some of you have gone through so much, because you're meant to go so far, and in order to go that, like how high you're gonna go with either your ascension, your career, or whatever, it's almost like you had to be every role or be in every position or every kind of, you had to almost like live out what it's like to really go without, what it's like to not be in a loving relationship, so that when you do have it, not only do you appreciate it more, but it's something about you sharing out what that is. It's like almost, I'm getting a lot of you, maybe you're going to have a channel, or you're going to write a book, or through your music or your art or something. It's sort of like while people won't understand your journey necessarily, you being that guidance. So there's the guidance card. You not only going within, but then sharing it out for everyone to see. This lotus isn't blossoming in private. This one's really on display, and some of you are stars, and you really are going to be on display. And the thing is that's what you want for some of you. That's what's really, some of you really, you have had this talent, skill, ability, or these things the whole time, and it's just, you were never really in the environment where you could shine. I'm getting sort of like diamond in the rough. Let's see what's on the top of this deck. Inner child, self-love, fun times, child healing. Yeah, some of you didn't get that support. It's just flat out, you didn't get it, and you're going to be moving into this time now where, because some of you are going to be your own boss, right? In more ways than one. I'm getting you're stepping on stage. Okay, this is about, you having that change of fortune, that luck. Okay, as I said, the first card out for me when I was preparing for this reading was the Wheel of Fortune. So this is really, it goes right down to this Queen of Swords. So you have, I don't even pulled that many tarot cards, and you have the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Swords and the Four of Wands here. Let's see what else we have. Okay, yeah, the Tower. But there's, I'm not at all surprised. A lot of the times when we're on the path of betterment, there's a lot of, there are a lot of towers. And that's that motivating, the motivating. There's also something here. I'm tuning into the barrettes here in the picture, and it's about keeping your zone distraction free. You're keeping, again, it's sort of like you don't, you're focusing again. Remember I got focus on your own plate, or eyes on your own plate. That's what they're telling me again, that you, not only are you focusing on what you're needing to focus on, but it's like you're not letting it. I'm getting like the sword action of like, no, I'm not letting you take my energy any longer. And that's why, like the Tower, I feel for some of you, you're creating a Tower moment for somebody else right now, soon. Because again, like what you do next might be surprising to them, because you may have appeared in this card here. We have like sleeping. You may have appeared, you may have been in hermit mode or hangman energy or whatever, because you've been preparing though. You've been sort of like behind the scenes, like this little kitty knows, this little magician kitty here knows all along. They're sitting pretty, they're sitting back, and they're like, yep, just going to let this unfold how it's going to be. And then bam, I am going into action here with this Queen of Wands or Swords. I'm surprised when we get the Queen of Wands. We always do. There's the King of Cups. Okay. So it's, that actually goes really well with this Lotus energy here. This Queen of Wands and this Lotus energy, as well as the King of Cups here. And you had that Queen of Cups and the Four of Wands. I mean, you have some really good cards here. So whatever it is that you're going through right now, spoiler alert, it gets better. Okay. Whatever this is, it does get better, and not just better for some of you. It's going to be, it's beyond what you could imagine. Okay. This is going to be better than great. Okay. It's better than great. So you definitely have something to sing about here for some of you. Some of you literally sing. And there's just something to be happy about. I just get the things that have been in the background are coming to the surface. They're coming to the foreground. Why? So you can address them. That's what it's all about. It's for you to address them. Yeah. And that's why, there could be a lot of, conflict this month been going on, the conversations you're not wanting to have here. Oh, and the High Priestess. Yeah. But you're living your light here, Libra viewers. You're going for that higher purpose, that higher cause. And that's why, the Lotus is here, unfoldment here, and it's changing things for you. It's really changing things. Some people may have thought that you were just a dreamer. It was a dream. It's out of reach or whatever. Good thing you didn't listen to them. All right. Good thing, because a lot of really awesome inventions and all that too, and innovations that started with somebody with this like crazy dream, right? And no one thought it could be done, and they were the first to do it. You're going to fly a plane? What? You're going to do what? And you're just going to, everybody's going to be left here with their jaw open here, because you have this sort of like victory energy. You have this new start with the Fool card. Yeah, you have the Fool card here. You have, and you're going to know who your real friends are. Your loyalty, there's your little dog here, your friend, this is about, again, good thing you didn't lose sight of your dream and your hope. So please keep those dreams alive. You have them for a reason. Some of you, you've been ignoring the call. You've been ignoring your calling. You haven't been putting your talents and gifts to use. Maybe now is the time. We have a great outcome predicted, forecasted here. Okay. You have the 10 of Cups. I mean, should I go on? You have this awesome everything. The 10 of Cups is everything. It's, the partnership. It's the whatever you want it to be. Okay. That's what you have coming in. But it's, the timing, yeah, it's going to vary. Are we in a tough cycle right now? A lot of us, absolutely. Look what's going on with astrology now. I mean, it blows my mind. I've been getting into astrology more now because I'm like, wow, there really is something to this. Like, this stuff is really, it does affect us, and it's real. But just like, there are so many things in motion at any given time in the universe, in our own lives, that it's tough to know exactly when things are going to come in, but there's that freshness, and they're wanting you to be carefree too. For some of you, it's like, believe it or not, trying less, not working as hard, maybe for some of you, at something like, oh, it's got to happen, it's got to happen. When you release that pressure, boom, that's when it comes in. Just like they say, oh, well, you meet somebody when you're least expecting it. It's kind of like, this blessing's going to meet you when you least expect it. But, you can expect it because you yourself have been doing the work. So in a way, it shouldn't surprise you. But in another way, it's going to be a new level of bliss, okay? A new level of happiness, one that you've never really experienced. For some of you, you've never actually experienced it before. For some of you, it's new energy. It's like, I feel like I need to ring a bell. In fact, cover your ears if you don't like bells, because I'm ringing this bell. Okay, I'm gonna ring a bell now. This is your new start. That's freshness. We're raising our frequency here. We've done that. You're doing the work. I'm doing the work. We're all here together. And this is a time that you're going to shine. You're actually not, you don't have to hide your awesomeness anymore. So I want you to know that please do not give up on your dreams. All right, keep going. You've got 5555 on the timer here. You've had a lot of numbers coming in. Actually, you've got another one here with the 10. So you're taking that initiative. You have this. They're talking about a Jeep. They've been mentioning a Jeep for a while. So there's something here about a Jeep. So, Jeeps can do a lot. They can go off road. They're rugged. They're tough. And maybe you have a personality of a Jeep or something, because you can go to all different places. You put it in 4 low in your Jeep and you can go anywhere almost, right? So basically what they're telling me is that you have gone over all these mountains in this hard, rough terrain. That Jeep spirit you have, I guess. I don't know what, there's a lot of things that we could say about the Jeep, but yeah, there's just, things are coming together. Things are coming together. You have, you've had to do so much of this alone. All right. And your light never went out, and it's not going to. If you decide to keep it alive, it's keep it alive. Keep that dream alive. Keep yourself going. Be what you need to be for yourself. And, if you need to rest, listen to that. Rest. Give yourself that time to recharge. Okay. Take care of yourself for once. For some of you, you're always taking care of others, and you're that guidance. You're that guidance. So there's, a lot of like other, kind of common sense or whatever 2-cent advice I could give you here. Oh, take care of you. Make sure you're getting, staying hydrated, and, make sure that you're having time to play and have fun. But seriously though, that stuff really does matter. So as much as it might seem kind of trite, to be saying these, and you could, whatever, you got to do what you got to do to take care of you. All right. Let's see what else we have. I kind of want to get some messages from this guardian angel deck. Well, you know me. I always like to get the animals, but today I feel like we were working with cat. We had dog come in, and I'm good with that. So I know we like to use all different cards, but this is a Britta Bowman guardian angel deck. All right. So I'm getting the name Lena, or something like Lena. And they just showed me an 8, like 88. Okay. So you have practice here. Practice. All right. So everything you do either fuels your light or diminishes it. So each choice and every action, interaction, feeling, thought carries energy. So practice nurturing your light consciously. Well, that is a beautiful summary to a lovely reading. And I'm wishing you all the best. I'm rooting for you here. And thanks for the support you show me with your super thanks and your subscriptions, memberships. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you so much to my members. Thanks for taking a chance on me. And to those of you who are new to my channel, please, if you're enjoying this, please do consider liking the video, giving it a thumbs up, and subscribing if you're here more than once and you've really, or multiple times and you've appreciated it. So that's what I have for you. Happy birthday, fellow Libras. And I will see you next time for the supermoon reading.